If you saw that, that's right. We just got John Tavares. I'm here with another GM mode, and if you saw that little opening, I just got John Tavares from the New York Islanders, and I really, oh my goodness, this is just, I wanted to go out and get a top guy. I tried for so long to get Tarasenko. Uh, oh God, I can't even know. I don't even know who else. I tried for Austin Matthews. I know that too. I tried for a bunch of guys, and I just really couldn't get the numbers to work out. I couldn't get the trade value balanced. But finally, I got John Tavares from the New York Islanders. And in return, they got Tyler Johnson, Mikkel Bodker, and Josh Bailey, a second and a third. Now, I think this is an absolute steal on our part. We got one of the best centers in the game. Offensively, just so gifted. He's going to be playing with Max Domi and Dylan Strome on the right there. I think I might change Dylan Strome to a right winger. Let me know if I should do that. His faceoffs are only a 76, which is why he's playing wing to John Tavares. But yeah, that's how that looks. In the second line, we got the Nuge playing on the left wing again. That's what he did for the second half of the year last year with Dylan Strome in the middle. But this year we got Ryan Spooner in the middle. He's 26, so he's not going to be growing a whole lot more. But he still does have that elite potential. So if he has a good year, he could jump up to an 87, 88. And then on the right, we got Bo Bennett. Had a pretty good year last year. He's got great offensive stats. I can't wait to see what this line can do backing up this line. We got Nick Merkley, the rookie, finally in the center here with Tobias Ryder and Henrik Samuelsson. And then on the fourth line, we got the new guy, Christian Fischer. You guys told me to try and get him in here, so I did. I got him in here in the fourth line left wing with Darren Helm and Luke Glendening. We'll see how he does defensively. He doesn't have the greatest defensive stats, but you know, maybe he can chip in some goals there on that fourth line. I am so excited for the season. People were not happy when I made that trade. As you can see, like very few people have bumps in morale. I traded away two quality players and one that people really liked, and Josh Bailey. People like Josh Bailey, even though he was new. For a quality player back in John Tavares, we'll see how he does. If I need to change Dylan Strome and the Nuge to wingers, let me know if I should do that, because I really don't think it makes a difference. I have yet to see any proof that it makes a difference if they're playing on their off wing. I know I did a little experiment, and the conclusion I came to then was yes, but it is very minimal. And if they're playing with somebody who's so good, it affected them in different ways. So playing them on their not correct position or whatever, I really don't think it makes too much of a difference. So anyway, let's simulate up to the first game of the year. Yeah, it hurt my GM rep that I traded Josh Bailey almost right after I signed him. I really wish I could have held on to him. I think he would have been a great fourth liner for us, but I had to make room for Christian Fischer. And in the next few years, we are going to have Neil Patrick coming up. There's no way in hell I'm letting him play center because his faceoffs are like at 60, and he's a power forward, so I'm not letting him play center. He's going to have to play on the wing, so I just created a spot for him at least next year, and then the years after that we'll have to see. Hopefully this team can build some chemistry together, because they're all new together. And people were really unhappy about that trade that I made. So, yeah, Max Domi lost morale, Tobias Ryder. I really didn't want to piss people off with the trade, but a lot of people didn't seem to like it. Well, hopefully our locker room chemistry can go up and they can grow together, because we really need that if we want to be a Stanley Cup winning team. I want us to repeat, and I think we can do it, especially with the team that we have right now. because this team is just insanely good. I need to check the edit lines and make sure there's nobody up here that shouldn't be. Scratched. Okay. These two guys, I got in the trade with John Tavares. So I am going to go ahead and send them down. They're not going to get any playing time in the minors, but I'd rather not deal with their negative morale. So it's best if I just do this. And also, with that trade, we cleared up a lot of cap space because Tyler Johnson was taking up $7 million by himself, something that I wasn't a little too happy with. But and we did get somebody who has quite a bit of cap coming back. I mean, John Tavares has almost got $9 million to him, but he's worth it. Tyler Johnson, I don't think was worth $7 million. Mikhail Bodker, we got rid of his contract too. So yeah, I think we are going to be a fantastic team this year. Nobody should stop us. We just got to build chemistry and get better together, and we can be back-to-back champions. So yeah, let's just jump right into this. First game. Okay, getting off to a bad note, losing at 3-2. Give it a little bit of time, wait for these guys to build chemistry together, and then I think they will really start gelling on the ice, and it will really show. There we go. Oh my goodness, 8-2 loss to Washington. Jeez. I think we'll be a really good team, especially adding John Tavares, adding one of the best guys in the NHL to a team that won the Stanley Cup last year. I think it's just a great addition. So, you know, I don't really know what too much else to say. It's like when the Wings added Marian Hossa after they won the Cup in 2008. They're just trying to be a better team. They added even a better guy. I mean, they didn't win the Cup that year, but I mean, still they added a top guy, and the team was fantastic. I can't think of any other teams in recent history that have really done that. Added one of the best players in the NHL right after they won Stanley Cup to be even better. But I mean, we did it, and I think we can be a great team. So I guess we just got to go out there and prove it now. Let's go to the SHL forwards for 6 weeks. Hopefully we can start to get hot this month. The first month, not so much. We were 5-3-3. Always wish you do good in the first month, because if you can get off to a hot start and be in a playoff position early on, then you don't have to try and get wins down the stretch and make a move at the trade deadline just trying to make the playoffs. So, you know, I'm really happy with this team right now, and it looks like we got a little winning streak going here. Hopefully we can keep it up. Shootout loss to Tampa. 13-5-5. I'm really liking how this team is doing. And one last game against San Jose. Can we get the win? Oh, player morale. Here we go. Oliver Ekman-Larsson would like to talk to us. You've been thrilled with your playing time. Great. We found a good balance that works for you. No effect. That's all right. Locker room chemistry is up to 94. So, you know what? Everybody is gelling right now. They aren't upset at that trade anymore, and we get the overtime win against San Jose. So in the past 7 games, there's been 14 points possible. We had 13 of them. I think that's fantastic. Let's take a quick look at the stats. We can see where we are and how everybody is doing. So in 24 games, Jonathan Tavares has 27 points. I think that's fantastic. Again, just showing how good he is offensively. 14 goals, 13 assists. Max Domi with 23 points and 24 games. I believe he's on pace for a career high. He is. His last career high was 58. And this year he's actually a plus player. It's the first time he's ever done that. So we'll see if he can keep that up. I think Jonathan Tavares was an amazing ad. I keep saying that, but I'm just so happy about it. I think it's so true. Dylan Strome here. He's got 7 goals, 11 assists. Is he on pace? He's on pace for like 60, almost 70 points. On pace for a career high. Last year he only had 41. Oliver Ekman-Larsson with 16. Derek Pouliot with 13. The Nuge with 13. Spooner with 12, and Bennett with 10, and Tobias Ryder also with 10 on that third line. I just really hope Merkley has a good season. It doesn't look like he's on pace to do that well. I mean, he is playing on the third line. That's what he is supposed to be playing. But at this pace, he's only supposed to have, I don't know, 40 points at that. I mean, that was Dylan Strom's rookie year, but Dylan Strom was playing up on the higher line, so he grew more because he had more playing time. So I don't know with Nick Merkley. Hopefully he can get some more points and end up being a better player. Sean Day is having a tough adjustment to the NHL. His senses aren't very good. That's unfortunate. Still a very solid defenseman all around. He's great defensively. He's not so good offensively. His offensive awareness isn't very good. His puck skills aren't good. He's got good puck control. Excuse me. His shots not bad, but he's having a tough adjustment right now. He's the lowest in points. He just needs to get more playing time, and he'll get better. So I'm not worried about him. Let's take a quick look at team stats. Obviously, we're first in the division, but most importantly in the West, we are in first by 2 points. Calgary, though, is 4 points behind us, and they got 2 games in hand. So, they could be tied with us. So, I'm not too worried about them. Anyway, let's go into the NHL, and then we are tied for the best record with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Washington Capitals are also a very good team this year. No overtime losses for them, though, so they should probably be a really good team in the playoffs, but I don't think they'll win the President's Trophy because they're not losing in overtime like we are. Alright, so let's just continue on with the simulation. We can go another month and just see how we're doing. And yeah, just keep going with it. I really don't think we should stop. If I should change Dylan Strom's position, maybe that would help. Just let me know if I should do that. But right now, it really doesn't look like we need to. Because I mean, aside from that loss, we've won I don't know how many games in a row. I don't know, we've been playing fantastic, so I don't really want to change anything up. But Oliver Ekman-Larsson wants to talk to us. There's a lot to be proud of. Good work, good work. Since the team is on a roll lately, we have to keep it up. Yes, we do, Derek Pouliot. You've been playing fantastic, so just keep it up, and we'll keep winning. We've been playing our way during the streak, boys. Continue to focus on our play and not the results. There we go. A bunch of people like that, especially Merkley and Domi. Those are 2 big guys. And we get to win against Vancouver. Can we keep this winning streak going? Oh my goodness. 21-5-5, and we lose 2-0 to Chicago. Unfortunately, we couldn't keep that going any longer, but that's alright. Let's scout forwards in the QMJHL for 6 weeks. Now, hopefully, we can get on another winning streak like that. Ignore the loss to Chicago. That was probably just a fluke, and we get the win against Vancouver. We've beat them 3 times this month. That's fantastic. There we go. Shootout win against Edmonton. We're 23-7-5 so far. That's just amazing. Our team chemistry is at 95%. My goodness. Well, thanks a lot. There we go. Why is John Tavares' morale going down? I don't know. He must have had a bad game. Oh well. No biggie. He'll be right back up there in a sec. And we get the shootout win against Anaheim. Let's take a quick look at the stats. We're 24-7-5. John Tavares got 43 points in 36 games. Oh my goodness. He's playing fantastic. Max Domi still keeping on pace for what he had. He's 1 point under being point per game. So 35 points for him. Dylan Strome with 28. He's still been scoring, even though he is playing out of position technically. Shooting percentages for all these guys dropped. Obviously, Max Domi's still an incredible shooting percentage, though. I mean, look at that, 20.2%. Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Derek Poole. Can't hope for any better than that. We got the Nuge, Spooner, and Bo Bennett. Tobias Ryder's been doing really good on that third line. He's been scoring, hopefully giving Nick Merkley a bunch of assists. But yeah, these are how the points look. Sean Day scored a couple more points. Really hope he gets it going. Same thing with Henrik Samuelsson. I really hope he gets going this season. I don't know. He's not having a great offensive season, but you know what? As long as he's getting playing time and playing good defensively on the penalty kill there, I'm not too worried about him. Let's go ahead and just go up to the All-Star break, and then we can end it. Let's have a good month, boys. I'm not really worried about you. Oh, wow. 2 losses in a row. When's the last time that happened? And we still got a point out of those 2 losses, but still. Player morale. Here we go. Oliver Ekman-Larsson wants to talk again. It makes me happy to hear. Alright, let's keep it going. Jesus, we're scoring a lot. That's 15 goals in the past 3 games. And, an overtime loss to Chicago, or to Colorado. You know, I'm fine with us getting overtime losses. We're 27-8-8 right now. We get a point from those. I mean, obviously in the playoffs you don't get a point from them, but still, I'm more than happy if we're just getting a point, because that just makes us a better team. So yeah, going on a 3-game winning streak to kick off the All-Star weekend. And we're 31-9-8. Let's take another quick look at the stats. Now we can take a deep look into the team stats and see why we are so good. Alright, so John Tavares, 55-48. Max Domi slowed down just a little bit. He's got 44-48. A big game will put him right back up there, though. Dylan Strome, 39-48. On pace for a career high. Probably won't be a 20-goal scorer, but you know what? That's perfectly fine with me. Tavares is looking like he's going to score 50. Max Domi is going to have a 30-goal season. Pouliot might have a 20-goal season. Tobias Ryder also might have a 20-goal season. Ryan Spooner's got to pick it up if he wants to have a 20-goal season. Again, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Derek Pouliot, they're playing fantastic. The Nuge, Bo Bennett, and Spooner having a fantastic year on that second line. Excuse me. Tobias Ryder and Nick Merkley are really gelling together. I'm really excited at what he can do. He's got 19 points and 48 games. He's looking like he's on pace to do what Dylan Strome did last year. But I really think Henrik Samuelsson's bringing him down a little bit. Maybe if he had a person who was scoring a little more next to him, he could have a few more points. But, you know, I don't feel like changing up the lines at all. Henrik Samuelsson is a great third liner for us, so I'd like to keep him there. Luke Glendening is surprisingly has 14 points. He's got more than Henrik Samuelsson. But this is how the rest of the team looks. Fisher yet to get an assist. Wow. That's funny. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Let's take a look at how Malcolm Subban is doing. And then we can compare our players to the rest of the league too. Malcolm Subban, or Sub-Zero, he's 2.08 goals against average. That's fantastic. Hellberg isn't being a great backup for us, honestly. He's 1-3 with 3.38 goals against average and a .884 save percentage. Those are terrible numbers, especially for a backup. He needs to be playing better for us. Magnus Hellberg, not so good for us. Hopefully next year we can have one of our young goalies come up and replace him. But for the meantime, I think he is serviceable, especially with Malcolm Subban taking the brunt of the games. .924 save percentage. That's fantastic. How many shutouts? Only 1 shutout. Wow, that's surprising. But you know what? He's doing fantastic for us, so I can't complain. All right, let's check out how our players compare to the rest of the league. Steven Stamkos was 66-44. Holy shit, he's on pace for 50. He's probably gonna win all the awards at the end of the season. Him and Kucherov having a good season. Also, Drouin. Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin are doing fantastic together. I tried for so long trying to get one of these two guys, but it just didn't work out. I would have loved to have 22 goals and 36 assists helping out that first line. But you know what? I'll take Jonathan Tavares any day of the week. He's a fantastic player. He's got 31 goals and 24 assists. He's the sniper on that line. Max Domi's a playmaker, so you got to have somebody to score the goals, and that's Jonathan Tavares. Maybe if he heats up, he can get to 60, but 50 goals is still fantastic. So let's take a quick look at the team stats, and we can see why we are one of the best teams in the NHL. All right, so we're in the lead in the Western Conference by 7 points, and in the entire league, we are not the best team. The Tampa Bay Lightning are actually the best team. So let's check out goals for per game. Oh my goodness, the Tampa Bay Lightning, 3.7 goals for per game. Better hope I don't run into them in the playoffs. I hope somebody else knocks them out, because that's insane. Oh my god, and they got a good defense. What in the hell? They got the best offense and the best defense. Man, they're going to be tough to take down. We got the fifth best defense. Sorry about that. And the second best offense, or third best offense. So I'm not saying we're not a good team, but we're not the best. Tampa Bay is the best. Our power play is almost at 20%. I really wish it would be a little higher. We should be over 20%. That's what I'd hope for. But I mean, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they're at 29%. That's insane. Penalty kill percentage, where are we at? We're not the best special teams. 82%. That's all right for penalty kill. And clearly we are better at home. We get more points at home, I should say. We win more games on the road. But yeah, that's how all of our stats look. That's why we're a fantastic team. We have a great offense and a great defense. And you know what? That just makes us a great team. So, again, I asked you guys if I should change the Nuge and Dylan Strom's positions to maybe help it out a little bit. I don't know if that would work. Let me know if I should do that. And yeah, I don't want to make any changes, so I'm not even going to ask. That'll do it for this time then. So until next time, I'll see ya.